Hey guys, Dharma and Jarell here, back with our reactions to Dark. We're on to episode 3 now of season 2. Firstly, once again, going to have to apologise that this episode will be coming to you slightly late. Mainly because UK heatwave once again, and it causes a bit of a disruption to our schedule because we tend to record this mid to late afternoon. And that's when it's about 28-30 degrees and it's too hot. So unfortunately we've had to wait until a day where it's either a little bit cooler or we've got a bit more spare time. So if you are watching this and wondering why it's late, that's why it's late. Anyway, we will still get this episode out hopefully before the end of the weekend, which is where we're recording it now. Okay? Yeah. So apologies once again guys, but this is part and parcel of working from home and me having a health condition. So it's not a problem for you, it's the problem for me when it gets too warm. Anyway, enough of all that waffling. We are going to watch episode 3 of Dark. Now, it ended on the last episode where Elizabeth actually strung Jonas up. Yeah. She was letting him hang, and then with what he said, she had a change of heart. She shot it down, put him in a cage, and the young girl, I don't know the young girl's name, the one with the long black hair in the future.
I don't know if she's spoken to us yet and it's been said.
She's not actually said much at all, but she came into the room where he was being held, and she pretty much has said, why has she let you live when she's never let anyone else live? What is actually being hidden behind this wall that we're not supposed to know about? So she's broke him out. They've both gone past the wall. He's shown her exactly what's going on, and he has now just used the petrol from the tank that he stole the petrol from to get the generator running, and he has now stabilised the flubby thing, whatever you want to call it, the God particle, I don't know, and he's just gone through it, and that's where it ended. So I want to know more, and I want to know why Elizabeth has done what she's done. So let's just carry on. This is episode 3.
Wie du zum Mann wirst, den ganzen Kreislauf deines Lebens. Die Zeit hat dich auserwählt. Vergiss nicht, dass wir jetzt auch dein Zuhause sind. Dir wird kein Leid geschehen. Die Zeit ist immer mit dir. Egal, wohin du gehst. Tick. Tack.
Tick. Tack.
Yes.
Yes. Oops.
Claudia, bist du nicht schon los? Ich habe das Milchgeld vergessen. Schön bist du.
Helge?
Warum sucht niemand nach ihm? Da fragt man sich doch, wie manche Menschen so leben. Fast wie Gespenster.
Man hat ihn gefunden.
Wen gefunden?
Den Doppler.
Ja.
Helge Doppler.
Ja.
Warum redest du eigentlich nie darüber, wie es da war, wo ihr herkommt, bevor ihr nach Winden gekommen seid?
Ich war lange in einem Heim. Sie redet nicht gern darüber.
Zeigst du es mir jetzt?
What the hell are you... of course. There you go.
Aim is to take
Many lives.
Now he understands.
the more, the better I feel.
Ich würde Helge gerne ein paar Fragen stellen.
Er hat noch kein einziges Wort gesprochen. Etwas ist merkwürdig mit dem Bub.
Es dauert auch nicht lange. Möchtest du mir nicht sagen, wo du all die Zeit gewesen bist?
Jetzt sag doch endlich was!
Die Zeit ist immer mit dir, egal wohin du gehst. Es ist ein Kampf zwischen Gut und Böse, zwischen Licht und Schatten, dass die Reisenden alles ungeschehen machen können. Wenn wir erfolgreich sind, wird alles nie passieren.
Wer ist Noah?
Du darfst ihm nicht vertrauen. Niemals, hörst du? Niemals!
Sie haben Helge heute zurückgeschickt. Noah ist auch zurück. Ihr tragt das gleiche Blut.
Man kann sich seine Familie nicht aussuchen. Sich vom Blut freimachen heißt sich freimachen.
Sie bereiten den nächsten Zyklus vor. All das Leid, das er den Menschen bringt. Aber es wird ein Ende haben. Das musst du mir geben. Nicht jetzt. Das hat noch Zeit.
Heute?
Sie haben dieses Buch geschrieben. Ich kenne Sie überhaupt nicht.
Aber ich kenne sie. Ein ewiger Kreislauf.
Diese Worte haben Sie 1953 zu mir gesagt.
Before this was even invented.
Wurde aber erst letztes Jahr veröffentlicht. Sie haben gesagt, ich werde sterben. Woher wissen Sie, dass ich Krebs habe? Warum haben Sie uns nie gesagt, wie Sie heißen? Wer Sie sind?
Ulrich Nielsen.
Look at his face.
Und ich komme aus der Zukunft.
Haben Sie schon mal vom Bootstrap-Paradox gehört?
Nein.
Dieses Buch ist in der Zeit zurückgereist. Es hat mich gefunden, bevor ich es überhaupt geschrieben habe.
Alter 9 bis 11 Jahre. Behauptet, sein Vater heißt Ulrich Nielsen.
Aber letztes Jahr hat es mir selbst jemand erklärt. Ein anderer, Zeitreisender. Sie hat gewusst, dass Sie hier erscheinen werden, damit ich Ihnen und damit ihr den Apparat erklären kann.
Er war nie das hellste Kind, aber jetzt könnte man fast glauben, er wäre
Charming.
stumpfsinnig.
Und er hat kein Wort gesprochen.
Helge, komm runter, hier ist jemand, der dich sprechen möchte.
Die Zeit ist immer mit dir. Egal wohin du gehst. Du trägst sie in dir. Und sie trägt dich. Ich möchte, dass du etwas für mich liest.
Du bist mein Schutz, mein Schild. Ich hoffe auf dein Wort.
Er spricht.
Geben Sie ihm ein bisschen Zeit. Den Namen Ulrich hat er dir gegenüber auch nicht erwähnt. Über einen weißen Teufel gesprochen.
Nein.
Hättest du vielleicht ein Foto von dem Jungen? Nur für die Akten.
Was willst du hier?
Ich weiß, wo die letzten Seiten sind. Und ich weiß, wie lange Adam danach gesucht hat. Claudia hat sie bei sich. Im Gegenzug will ich, dass du Adam sagst, dass ich zurück will. Bevor der neue Zyklus beginnt.
Ein braunes und ein blaues Auge. Das ist selten. Wie meine Tochter.
Du bist ein so guter Mensch. Aber das warst du schon immer. Die Welt hat dich nicht verdient.
Kennen wir uns?
Ich bin hier, weil ich dir etwas sagen muss. Es tut mir leid. Du hast nichts davon verdient. Aber manchmal trifft es die Guten am härtesten.
He has no idea what he's talking about.
Ich verstehe nicht.
Das wirst du eines Tages.
Es dauert auch nicht lange.
Jetzt ist es wirklich gerade schlecht.
He's
Du
dying.
kannst hier nicht einfach so auftauchen. Warum machst du nicht einen Termin mit meiner Sekretärin aus, der uns beiden passt?
Ich habe Krebs. Und ich dachte, es ist besser, wenn du das weißt. Ich gehe dann mal wieder.
Oh.
Du hast sicher noch eine Menge zu tun hier.
Du bist ein so guter Mensch, Papa. Die Welt hat dich nicht verdient.
That's why she said it.
Alles in Ordnung?
Not really. She knew what she was gonna say.
Da ist ein Junge nach Winden gekommen. Unbekannt. Der hat damals etwas Eigenartiges zu mir gesagt. Kennen Sie diesen Jungen?
Er ist hier. Wo ist er?
There you go.
Yeah.
Du hast es gewusst, dass er hier ist.
Du hast es die ganze Zeit gewusst.
No, he didn't.
Wo ist? Wo ist?
Unser Leben lang fragen wir uns, wohin unsere Reise geht. Das hier ist Ihre. Sie können es behalten, ich brauche es nicht mehr.
Warum geben Sie mir das?
Ich werde bald tot sein. Und dann werden wir uns wiedersehen.
Bevor Sie sterben.
No.
Nein, danach. Sie werden mir dann den Apparat erklären müssen.
Aber ich weiß nicht, wozu er da ist. Warum sagen Sie mir nicht, wozu er da ist?
Weil Sie mir gesagt haben, dass es Ihnen jemand anderes erklärt hat.
That was me.
Die Dinge gehen ihren Weg, so wie sie es immer getan haben.
Lie down.
Du hast mir alles genommen. Du wirst sterben. Und mit dir alles, wofür du stehst.
Unser Treffen, du und deine Waffe. Nur ein Teil eines Spiels, von dem du immer noch nicht weißt, wie man es spielt.
Du glaubst, du kannst mich mit deinen Worten manipulieren.
Das Paradies, das er dir verspricht, ist nichts als eine Lüge. Er verkauft durch die Illusion von Freiheit. Wenn du wirklich frei wärst, hättest du eine Wahl.
She knew it was coming.
Finally.
Das ist nicht wahr. Charlotte. Das ist nicht... Nein, das stimmt aber nicht. Das ist nicht wahr. Wir können unseren Familien noch so fremd sein, ihr Handeln nicht verstehen. Am Ende würden wir doch alles für sie tun. Ein roter Faden, der all unsere Leben miteinander verbindet. Hatte sie die Seiten dabei?
Choice?
I think so.
Am Ende bekommen wir alle, was wir verdient haben.
Right, that was episode 3, and yet more confusion. But I'm not my own, and I don't think you're on your own. Half the characters seem to be fairly confused as to what's going on here at the moment. That scene with her going to see her father back in the 50s, Regan, and telling him those specific lines.
Yeah.
And then him going home to his young daughter and her basically repeating what she just said. He's put it down to deja vu, but that would creep you out enough as it is. I wonder if he recalls that back now with what he's going through with this at the moment as the old guy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said in the episode, I feel a lot for Egon, because when you first meet him, and you see him, Ulrich in his teens, having a go at him because he's like, "Where's my brother? You're a crap cop," and all this stuff, and you're like, "Oh, small town sheriff, you know, doesn't really know what's going on." But his entire career has been plagued by time travelers, not just time travel, but time travelers messing around in a timeline,
popping in and out every 5 minutes.
He's done his very, very best to do what needs to be done. He's making tracks now with it because he's retired, he's dying, he's doing what every cop does in every TV show ever, and goes, "I've got unfinished, unresolved
Files,
stuff.
unfinished
I need
cases.
to see if I can just, for my own peace of mind,
And
put it to bed."
Obviously, the one that's bothered him more than anything for his whole life is about these kids and about Ulrich and why he never told them who he was, which he now just has. You knew the minute he showed him the photo of his son, though, that Ulrich was just going to lose it. How many times is that he's attacked him now? I've lost count. And like I say, I completely lost count of how many times we moved between all 3 timelines in that episode. They're doing it so seamlessly now. You've got to be thinking on the fly the whole time, because I've never watched a series ever that goes back and forth this much without making like a specific note to you on screen that, hey, we're not in this timeline anymore, we've gone back here. This show stopped doing that now, and it's just
jumping between them.
And it's just jumping between, and you've really got to concentrate. So I want to know what this is about Charlotte. Why he's like, that can't be, when he's finally got hold of the notes.
Don't forget, Charlotte doesn't know who her parents are. She knows who her grandfather is. She doesn't know who her parents are. And him getting hold of those pages, so it was like, Charlotte. I want to know if he always tells No Face. That's what I'm going to call him now. No Face. I don't know if his name's Adam. I don't know if that's the Adam.
I don't know if that's Adam. Well, I don't know.
Or whether it's, an other guy, but No Face. That he's never found the pages and he's playing out as he always has, or whether this is a time where he's actually made a choice and changed something, and what the repercussions of that's going to be if he doesn't hand over that information.
That's the problem. We don't know if him making the choice to just finally lie to him there has always happened.
No, that's
or whether this time round is different. That's the problem. We don't know this yet. What's got me more than anything is that book. That book no longer has a source of origin.
No.
Because it's gone from the guy as a young man not knowing who it is, having it handed to him by old
Claudia.
Yeah, old Claudia. And then her being handed it to him by him when she was younger to explain how it all works.
And old Jonas ends up with it.
Yeah, it's just like say it's a complete cycle, and there is no what time is this book from now?
It was never written. It just exists. The guy who has it, whose name's on the back thing, has never sat down to write it. It was handed to him completely done, so it has no origin.
Yeah, and
it just exists.
I'm trying to wrap my brain around the fact that that's like someone saying, this doesn't exist, but you build it. But you don't build it because somebody hands it to you and shows you how to build it.
That you built it, but you've never built it.
But you didn't. What?
You wrote a book that you're never going to write.
Oh my God. This series is getting more and more in-depth and interweaved and complicated all the time that I'm hoping I'm following enough to get, as each episode goes by, enough from it, because I think when we've actually finished watching this, I think I may have to watch it again immediately so I can piece in all the bits that I do understand to maybe figure out bits that I didn't understand the first time round.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that gets better the more times you watch it.
This is going to be a series that I am probably going to watch multiple times, because I think it's that type of series where you literally, it'd be like as a child reading a book that's way too complicated for you to read, with loads of complicated words and phrasing and everything, and you're only say 5 or 6 years old, you don't even know what half the words mean, so you skip past them and you get the general gist of the storyline, and then you go back and read the book as an adult and you understand it. I think that's how I'm going to have to treat this.
Yeah. That's like for me, going back reading Stephen King. I was a Stephen King fan. I was reading those books at age 8 or 9, and now I've gone and purchased them all on my Amazon Kindle now, and going back and reading them, there's lots of nuances that I didn't understand at age 8 or 9. The language is there, I got what was going on, but I didn't get the intent.
You've got more of an interpretation of it now.
You've lived life, so you can relate to things, and you're like, wow.
So she said that she disappears. We've just seen her activate the machine there now, and she's gone to the future.
She's gonna,
from where she is in the 80s, and gone and looked at her dying from cancer.
Yeah.
Where does she go from there now? Because like we said, we know she vanishes.
Yeah, and she's been playing this game against Adam since she disappears in the 80s.
Yeah. And I did notice the one thing we didn't have in that episode was anything to do with Jonas.
No, we didn't go to the future.
We didn't go to the future. We just flipped between the other timelines. I don't know what to make of what Noah has just done there or not now. So we'll have to wait and see in the next episode if there's any sort of changes that come about from that, or like you say, if that has been what has always been.
Yeah.
Damn, this show's complicated. But I love it. But what I've also done, guys, is because you did make a few comments on the last episode saying that the subtitles weren't quite right. We've made sure to pick the closed caption subtitles this time, so what's been translated makes more sense, because apparently there's 2 versions of the subtitles and we didn't actually notice until I come to edit it, and then I checked with what they had, and some of it was slightly different. Right, we'll be back for episode 4 next week. Hopefully it won't be delayed next week, because I don't see the heat wave lasting a full week in the UK, because that's very rare.
It's forecast till about Wednesday, and we normally
record it Tuesday or Wednesday,
so
Thursday.
okay.
Yeah. So hopefully it won't be delayed again next week. So this one will be up before the weekend is over, I hope. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until then, guys, please don't forget, give the video a thumbs up and turn your subscriptions on and notifications, and you won't miss any more episodes of Doc.
Okay.
Right, thanks a lot, guys. See you for the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.